So one of the things I like about this car is that it takes me back to my childhood. My first car was a 58 Chrysler. It had a 383, what they call a Golden Lion engine in it. It was pretty quick and powerful, and I used to drive it like I was in a race all the time. Now keep in mind, down in Georgia, you get your learner's permit when you're 15, you get your license when you're 16, you give a 16-year-old boy a fast car, and what do you think he's going to do with it? Well, he's going to drive fast. Now we used to live on Post Road out in Winston, Douglas County. And there was a place in that road where the road kind of come up a hill and did a curve like this and then this. There was houses on both sides of the roads and there was kids there. I used to come there just squalling on two wheels. Now, some of y'all are going to say, you should have never done that. And I'm going to say, you are right. I should have never done that. But I was 16, and I bet you give a kid who's 16 and into cars, a car that'll go fast, and he's going to go fast. And you expect him to be careful, and good luck with that, because you'll be careful as he's driving too fast. So that's what I was doing. But that car, I remember how the hood looked. I remember how it felt when it went into a curve, how it felt to drive it and gas it, and it felt just like this car. So when I drive this car, I was driving it yesterday, and I thought, well, I feel like I'm 16 again. You know, this is great. I'm loving this. So that's probably why I'm liking this car so much. And, you know, it's got me thinking, well, if I was just going to have one car, not counting the rat rod, because rat rod's a whole different story. I won't never sell that, but, you know, Mike's wife mentioned the other day that his son might want to buy the Studebaker back someday, and I told her, I said, you know, as long as I'm alive, it'll be here, and if he wants to buy it, he's welcome to. So it could wind up at some point that the Studebaker goes back to Mike's son, who in my opinion should have it anyway. And this could be my long-legged hot rod. And what I mean by that is I think everybody that's into cars should have a car that you can jump in and drive to another state, to a rat rod, hot rod, car cruise. Sort of thing. And that's what this car has the possibility to be. You know, like I say, I got an all new front end on here. I got disc brakes on here. Got a lot of cool things. I got a lot of things that make a lot of sense on here. And this could be my long-legged hot rod. And I've got a trailer ball on the back of it, and I can hook a tow bar to the front of the rat rod, so I could tow this car to a drag race or a big meet or something where I didn't want to drive a car with no roof and no heat and all that. This could be my long distance, long-legged hot rod kind of car right here. I'm just saying that. Now, this steering is feeling pretty good. I think it may be due with having me reset the toe in a little bit. Boy, it don't need much of anything anywhere as far as that goes. I don't have my speedometer don't work in this, so I don't know exactly how fast I'm going. If I stop, I might have a speedometer in my phone, but if I stop, I'll say that, oh, the Union Air Force is flying today. I might stop and just watch a little of that. This is the Union Air Force. Yeah, if y'all can see the one that's flying. Here comes one in for a landing right here. It's great. See, we are protected from any kind of terrorist attack because we have air support. Okay, enough of that. Oh, here he comes. That's a bomber right there. It's like a bomber kind of dual engine plane. If he's gonna bring that baby down for a landing or what. Seems like they're very quiet. Okay, let's continue our ride. So I forgot where I was at, or where I was going. I had been thinking I was going to sell this car, but now I'm thinking, no, I'm not going to sell this car. I'm going to keep it. Another possibility is that Rusty Acres has a 413. I believe it's in a 64 Plymouth down there with the same transmission and everything as this. And, you know, that we've discussed the possibility of pulling that engine out and putting it in this one. Now, that could offer some benefits just because the 413 is cool. Like, it's Beach Boys cool. You know, back in '63, they were singing, my fuel-injected Stingray in a 413, jack it up, buddy's gonna shut you down. It was a song about a drag race between a Plymouth with a 413 and a Corvette fuel-injected back in the day. So that made the 413 even more famous, and it was, you know, Mopars, them early Mopars, they had big blocks and they was fast. Before the Chevys, you know, Chevy's idea of a big block was like a 409 or a 348. But, you know, the 396s and the 427s and 454s, they hadn't been invented yet. And Chrysler was out there with the 413 out there. Anyway, let me get out of here before somebody runs over me. Although, having said that, this motor is good as it is. I mean, it's a good, dependable motor that doesn't need anything, so there's no reason to change it other than just for the coolness factor. And there is a little something where, you know, when you roll up on the gas and it kind of jerks you back in the back seat, there's always a little extra fun involved with that. And I heard a guy say the other day that he had a Mopar with one of them big engines, and he got great mileage with it because, you know, it just really didn't take much to get her going and to keep her going, you know. And sometimes you get a car with a big, just kind of like an RV, you get a big heavy car with a big powerful engine and you actually burn less gas because you have more of an ability to get it going and keep it going without putting the engine in the strain. I don't know if y'all can even hear anything I'm saying, but I'll stop talking now, we'll just drive. And I love the look if you look out over the hood. Let's see if we can do that. Yeah, we can do that. I'm just going to whip in here and pull my camera out, see if I can get a speedometer application to work on it. But this is the kind of car that my wife could drive comfortably. You know, it's not hard to drive at all. You're not supposed to look at your phone while you're driving, but I ought to be able to do this while I'm sitting here. I've got the motor. Boy, this is an amazing world we lived in. I just installed the speedometer app on this phone, so I can sit here on the front seat. I don't have to touch it and tell me how fast I'm going. So y'all seem like you're doing good sitting right there. So that's awesome. Let's travel back in time. No, let's travel back to the peak house and let's see how fast we're going. That's 55 right there. 57. That's about average, normal, respectable, won't get you arrested speed right there. She's comfortable. Other than that feeling that, you know, just, I don't know if it really needs to tow in or not. I don't know. That's good. That's real good. I like that. We got her up about 64. It's fine. A little tiny, might be a little vibration. Hey, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back home, I'm going to put a different set of tires on the back. I'm going to put those Chrysler's on the back, if I can get the right lug nuts to make them work. And that might be a problem. In fact, I might have to change the lug nuts to get them to work, because one side of this car has reverse lug nuts on it, and I know there's not going to be a Chrysler lug nut to fit that, but I might can get some, I could change what am I trying to say? I could change those lug nut studs. At least I can have a look at that. I'll also put those spun aluminum wheel thingies on the front of this. We'll see what we think about that. This is totally good, totally comfortable. You know, this is 55 miles an hour that you're gonna run most of the time on the back road. Engine ain't straining, nothing. Good operating speed. I'm totally digging it. I am totally digging it, y'all. See this big smile on the face? Big smile on the face. I love the way when you back off of it, it kind of goes blah, 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 you know, the exhaust.